My name's Colleen Nelson, and I'm from Winnipeg, and I've been writing young adult fiction since about 2005, and I've got 2 books published. The first one's called Tory by Design, and it's about a girl from Winnipeg who wants to be a fashion designer, and she moves to New York City. I got a second book named The Fall, and it is about some boys and how they deal with grief. I took a writing class through the Manitoba Writers Guild, and one of the assignments was to write the first chapter of a young adult novel, which I'd never tried before, but as soon as I started writing it, it fit. I had 3 stepkids who were all teenagers, and I used to teach junior high, so I'd read a lot of young adult fiction. And as I started writing it, it just got more and more comfortable, and I kept up with it even after the class was finished. There's a huge adrenaline rush when somebody says they like your book because you've worked really hard at it. It's a very vulnerable experience to write something and put it out there for public consumption. So when people say that they really enjoyed it, that's such a gratifying feeling.
February is I Love to Read month, and I loved this book, Colleen, The Fall, and there's some great news about this book.
Yes, thanks, Tracy. So The Fall was nominated for the Ontario Library Association's White Pine Award, which is a really big deal for a writer because it means that all of the students in Ontario have access to my book through their libraries. So I'm really excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, how fitting is it in this month now, but trying to get teens to read, what do you recommend?
So as a junior high teacher, one of my main hopes for students is that they will get excited by a book. And actually that's why I wrote The Fall, was because I know how hard it is to find a book that will grab a boy, a male reader. Boys do tend to drop off reading, especially when it's not part of the school program anymore.
Right.
When they're little, we expect 15 minutes a day, but as they get older, that expectation's not there anymore. So my hope is to find a book that will grab a student, right? And with The Fall, skateboarding is a really big part of it. I've had librarians tell me that they like the length of it. It's not intimidating to a boy who might not be inclined to read.
Before we wrap things up, what do you like to read right now?
So I'm a big Canadian literature fan. Right now it's Canada Reads, and I'm excited to read some of the books that have been nominated. My current favorite that I recommend to everybody, because I'm so passionate about it, is Under This Unbroken Sky by Shandy Mitchell, and it's about a family of pioneers in Manitoba, or in the prairies, and to read their story, it's heartbreaking, but it's absolutely beautiful, and it's a beautifully written book.
Well, thank you for all your picks, Colleen. It's getting me excited now. I've got to try one of these books. And you are very, very busy. So book 3, 4, and 5 are out?
So book 3 is coming out in October of 2015 with a Saskatchewan publisher called Coteau. And I'm very excited about it. It's about residential schools and the legacy. So it's going to be a really very topical book. My 4th book is with a Toronto agent, and it deals with bullying and finding your way through that. And then I'm working on a 5th book right now, and it's about a graffiti artist, which is a whole world that I didn't know anything about, but I think I'm almost an expert now.
Okay, well, we'll test your skills when that book comes out. Thank you so much, Colleen Nelson. She's one of our very talented local authors. It is I Love to Read month in February. So don't go away. Go Winnipeg continues right after this.